everybody, and today I want to talk to you about shifting wasted time and resistance. So, if you are feeling like you're wasting time or you're resisting the things that you know need to get done and going to create an impact in your life, then you want to stay tuned for today's live stream. What is going on, everybody? Go ahead and share this post because we are, yes, wasting your time, dragging your feet, not being efficient in the things that are actually going to bring you closer to your goals, to your dreams, and just kind of filling it up with like more urgent things versus productive stuff. So there's a few things. We're in a 90-day sprint. We just started a 90-day sprint. Alani's in here. She was in the Get Shiznit Done productivity course, and I'm putting myself in the course as well. So last night I'm creating like my routines, and I realized that some things are impacting the others, and it's creating me to want to stay up later. One of the biggest things we want to do is start to audit. Like if we build out a schedule and we have goals and targets and we're not showing up for them, where's the resistance coming from? Why am I resisting it? Is this a time where I feel like this is the only time in my day where I actually have freedom? Which I did a live stream I think like a week or two ago on the late night procrastinator, the rebellious late night procrastinator, which a lot of entrepreneurs, they will stay up super late and then you never hit those early morning goals because you just want to stay up. You're procrastinating because you want to rebel and have that segment of freedom. So one thing that I was doing, and I picked this up when I was studying some work with Dr. Joe Dispenza, it's called a 30-day experiment. And in the 30-day experiment, what you would do is you just write down every thought that you've been thinking that's standing in the way of your future and where you are. And then you're going to write down every habit and behavior and that's stopping you from becoming the person that is on the other side of however you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling like you don't feel like doing the things that you know once you achieve them, you're going to be on the other side. I think a lot of times what I notice working with people and even checking my own behavior, because I got to check myself. But the cool thing is I have the tools, and when you're self-aware and you know how to audit, you can not easily, but I would say like simply and quickly overcome the hurdle. And sometimes the hurdle is procrastination, it's laziness, it's complacency, it's doing what's comfortable and convenient versus doing what's going to pull you closer towards whatever it is that you're trying and wanting to achieve. So every single day we have the ability to get closer, further away from our goals. And then also recognizing the emotions that keep you in the same state of being where you are every day, and becoming super conscious of your thoughts and your emotions or behaviors that wouldn't let any of that slip. And those are called daily audits. So how many of you guys, out of self-honesty, audit your day every single day? How many of you guys are actually like honestly auditing your day every single day? I recently just started this because I'm like, I want healthy speed and I want to move like quickly. Another thing is the resistance. Why do we resist? We're going to talk about this week on resistance. We resist things that are important to us because we don't understand that when we move above it. So let me give an example. Maybe a lot of people, actually, I don't know if you guys knew this. I just found out I was at the pool efficiently multitasking, doing my study hour, because now I carved in every hour of my day of studying and learning a new skill set or sharpening my skill. And since I'm just sitting there anyway and I'm studying, I then went to the pool. It's beautiful out. So it's efficiently multitasking, which I taught this over the weekend in the productivity course. By the way, if you still want the course, you can get access to it. The link is in the bio. It's self-study, and we are turning it into a 90-day sprint accountability. So what is it that you're doing in this moment, right? Like wasting time, focus on the day, and what I feel like versus what is on the other side of what you feel like. For example, boredom, lack of motivation, not being inspired, don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're being judgmental on yourself and self-critical. Maybe you're just exhausted and you're fatigued. And maybe you're just procrastinating. So what's on the other side of all of that? We don't think about, well, what's on the other side of all this? Because at the end of the day, what makes somebody an elite high performer is they move around that type of stuff. They don't allow that stuff to get settled into that emotional state of how they're feeling. They move around and above and beyond it. And then they think about what's on the other side of boredom, what's on the other side of me tackling this project, what's on the other side of me doing it even though I don't feel like it. I didn't want to come on this live stream, but I made a commitment where it's my goal every single day to show up for you guys and to share a new topic. Some days I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But then I come on here and I'm kind of now more structured and outlining it. So I have something that's more strategic to get to the point. And by the way, if there's any topics that are heavy on your heart that you would like an explanation on, you can go ahead and message me and I will talk about it. But this has typically been the big topic about wasting time and resistance. And getting back to resistance is we resist. We have resistance typically because we don't. This is resistance saying, I know what to do, I just don't do it. That's resistance. What's up, Rory? What's up, Manuel? Annette? I know what to do, I just don't do it. That's really what resistance is. It's being caught up in your emotional state of, oh, I'm so bored. This is boring. I don't want to do it. I'm too tired. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like it. The people that are on the other side that are reaching and high performers are the ones that do it anyway. And what's on the other side of resistance is your goals, your dreams, the things that are going to bring you a higher level of fulfillment in your heart and in your life and with your family and your bank account and your career and whatever it is that your goals are, your soul goals of what you want to achieve. March, I was doing some research as I was upstairs. I'm like, let me outline and be more prepared with these live streams or just going on and talking about whatever I feel like it. Because we're talking about this. We know that our emotions are not reliable. So why am I going to just rely on if I promise to show up every single day? No, I'm going to come prepared. I'm going to come with an outline. So this way I can come on here and get more to the point so you guys can get better value out of it. And by the way, speaking of value, if you're receiving value out of these live streams, make sure you share them on your social media, take a screenshot, share it with your people, give them a little synopsis on it. Make sure you're following and comment below because these posts will be saved. And this way I can just see what you might be struggling with. Or maybe I said something that really sparked something in your mind and you can drop that comment below so people can go ahead and read that. March, what I found out doing my homework as I was efficiently multitasking at the pool, you watched my stories I posted at the pool, and while studying, is one of the least productive months of the year. Did you guys know that March statistically has been shown to be the least productive month of the year? So if you are somebody that is productive, that is taking advantage, that is doing it regardless of your emotional state, you are going to have the advantage. You're going to have the competitive edge. And that means if you think about my friend the other day, I had lunch with him, I haven't seen him in a while. He broke down the numbers of how many days we have really in our life. Even if we live to be 80, 90, 100, how many days we have. And I asked a poll in Facebook and I said, what are you valuing the most in this season of your life? What are you valuing the most in this season of your life? And something that I never really valued and I just sparingly gave it away was my time and my energy. Time and energy. Because those things we have a limited amount of. And then one of my clients had said, authenticity, integrity, and then another one had said God, and they're all intertwined and connected. Everything's intertwined and connected, and there is no right or wrong answer, but it's also coming back to how we're auditing our day, how you're quickly course correcting your day is coming back into if I'm going to do it anyway, and what's on the other side of this this, even though I didn't feel like it, and didn't feel like showing up, I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I took a moment and I strategized. As I gave myself a efficient break, I strategized a game plan. I did a little bit of research, and I was like, wow, let me come on now and go ahead and share it with you guys, get straight to the point, and add value to your life. And now I feel more energized, and I feel like, okay, now what's the next clear step? It's the same thing with anything that you do. Most of the time, you're not going to know the whole playbook if you haven't done the first sequence of the play. Any athlete is never going to know how to truly play the game and know when to pivot and course correct, or like how to do something, unless they actually first start practice. And so the same concept with our day, the same concept with our business, same concept with a relationship is you get in there and you do it anyway. You do it anyway, and think about what's on the other side of the resistant emotions. And so getting back to what I had said in here of what I had been following with Dr. Joe Dispenza is it's just a 30-day experiment. And what we have going on is we're going to do a 90-day sprint. We're starting this 90-day sprint. And you have to understand, whenever you're getting involved in anything, give yourself time, some grace and compassion. For about 3 weeks of an adjustment phase whenever you're stepping into something new in anything of your life. We need about 3 weeks to adjust into it and to course correct to see where things belong. I'll give you a perfect example. So I just rebuilt out my activity schedule for this new season that I'm stepping into, with different roles and tasks and things that I'm doing. And what I did in here was I had wrote out a few steps. I wrote out some steps on what I wanted to accomplish in my night routine, because our night impacts the 94 hours of our day. And I did my brain dump before my reading and before my meditation. And what I realized when I did my brain dump later on, that it created more stimulation, and it created me to actually wake up more. So I was like, okay, I can't put this here. I did a live stream a few posts ago where I said multiple steps. Some of these steps might not matter if the sequence is, if it's not in the right sequence. It's the same concept. Sometimes you're not going to know. You can write all the steps of what you think a routine is going to be like, but you're not going to know like where the placement of the sequence works the best for you. And that's what we're talking about, what's on the other side of all of this. So this is about shifting wasted time and resistance. I would just start, to keep it very simple, to recap what we're talking about today, is anything that's super important to you, whatever goals that you set earlier on in the year, of what you'd like to achieve for this 2023, and just in general in your life. Let's not even focus about like the year and putting pressure on self, but whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve, okay, in your life, in your business, in your body, in your relationships, and what it may be. Make a list of everything, all of the resistance you're feeling. Just make a list, just dump it out, all the resistance that you're feeling. And then I want you to think of what's on the other side of that. What's on the other side of, as I mentioned earlier, I just did a brain dump with my own stuff. I said, it's boring. I'm not motivated. I'm not inspired. I don't feel like doing it. It's overwhelming. I'm judging myself. There's fatigue, exhaustion around. I'm too tired for this. And then I just don't want to do it. I'm procrastinating it. And that's just an honest inventory, taking an honest audit. And every day I've been doing this, and I've been doing it, and I've been suggesting it to my clients, and they've been able to move above and beyond so much faster. I mean, there's other things that go involved with it, but I would say if you are feeling like you're wasting your time, or that you're resisting something that you know is going to serve you, just brain dump it out. Think about what's on the other side of it. If you need support, just write on the comment below, support, I got you. We can always schedule a 30-minute consultation call for free. And I'll see you guys later. So in the meantime, remember to look, feel, and show up in your business and your life as your most elite self. And there's simple tools that I share with you as far as like wasting time, shifting wasting time. And I will see you guys later. All right. Have a blessed up day.